Well, our next guest has the kind of talent that goes beyond being in front of the camera. She's also killing it behind the scenes. We're talking everything from feature films, voicing video games, starring on television shows like Bosch and Lincoln Heights. And lately, she's been helping out the good guys in the Criminal Minds universe. Take a look.
So he cleans the wounds with bleach?
Yes, which wiped out any DNA that wasn't the victim's.
It's forensic countermeasure. He knows his saliva is something we can test for, even with an appliance in.
And there were razors on every tooth.
Yeah. Especially sharp ones on the canines, which are responsible for the ripping and tearing of flesh. Whatever he's using is efficient. Horrific, but efficient.
And that was a scene from Criminal Minds Evolution, which reunites the cast of the long-running series for a case you'll just have to watch to believe. Well, we're going to have to ask our next guest all about it. Although she grew up in Los Angeles, she was born in Queens, so that makes her one of New York's very own. Let's show some New York love to actress, director, producer, and animal advocate, Jacqueline Pinol. In the house.
Thank you.
Good morning. And first of all, when I saw that scene, I was like, I wonder what med school she went to. And I was like, oh, she's only acting. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel you could totally do it at this point.
When you have good writers, they do the work for you, and then you just let it all out, and it just kind of plays well to that.
Well, because you have the talent to make it work. And let's just say this about this Criminal Minds. One of the longest running series I know of, because it feels like it's been around for 100 years. Now they're back with the new limited series, Criminal Minds Evolution, and you got to be a part of its return. But this is not your first Criminal Minds rodeo.
Right. So a few seasons back, I came on as medical examiner Judith Wirtz, and they brought me back this season. And what's so exciting is that this season and the way they're telling stories now, it's not just per episode. You're not going to get from beginning to end the full case in one episode. We're going to just string you along the whole season to figure out what's going on.
And these criminals are at a whole other level. These people, like serial killers and stuff, that just take things to ridiculous heights. And the thing is, the storylines are great, but then the cast members who bring the storylines to life, which is you guys, you got to like work with Aisha Tyler, like we saw in that.
Yes.
And the other A-Rod, as I like to call him. Is it not?
Yeah.
Is he not?
That's good. I hadn't used that one ever.
Yeah,
nice.
I call him the other A-Rod.
That's nice. The A-Rod, or A-Rod.
Adam,
I love it.
It is, right? So now tell me, you can use
Adam
that.
Rodriguez.
I know, that's it. So that's people are like, what? There's another A-Rod? I'm sure he's great at baseball as well. Just like you are great at everything you do, because our director, when we were saying hi earlier, our director John was like, is that the detective from Bosch? And I was like, I know. I was like, that's her. And those fans, all your fans are always going to remember as Detective Julie Espinosa. And you and solving crimes. I'm a criminal. I should stay away from you, which is why the Zoom is working.
Hey.
I'm telling you. Maybe why we do this on Zoom. But this is more, Criminal Minds is like a bit more grittier because you're in the grit of it as opposed to as a medical examiner than as a detective, right?
Right, right. I have spidey senses too, don't forget. So we're going to talk about that.
and just like John saw you and says, oh, the detective from Bosch, people will hear your voice and say, why does she kind of sound familiar? Because your voice is, please, do tell all the places that we've heard you, not just for the gamers.
Gosh, I know. It's and the gamers are the most recognizable also just because I played Ria Morales, Spidey's mom, Miles Morales' mom. My hair is dark in it, but I'm also the image of the character in the game. So it's kind of an exciting venture, and we've done a couple of games already, and it's such a fun. It was a wonderful ride. So. And I've done voices for cartoons and movies and other languages. There's so much, I can hardly keep up sometimes.
Well, we can't either. That's why you have quite the fabulous life. And even in real life, like you're so busy working, you also are an advocate for dogs. And you have a special documentary series, as you like to call it. We have a little preview. We're going to take a look and then we'll discuss, okay?
Okay.
One of the things we pride ourselves in is our shelter's a happy place.
These inmates work with these animals on a day-to-day basis.
There is a very strong, growing voting bloc out there of animal lovers, and they need to be taken more seriously by the elected officials.
These sentient beings didn't ask to be put in these conditions.
It's just the best feeling to know that you gave them a second chance.
Talk about giving second chances. You are a champion for this, and this is something that happened, I think, way back. This mission started in Georgia, if I stalked you correctly. Was it in Georgia when you were working?
Yes, you stalked me correctly. I was doing another motion capture video game and took some time on the weekends to volunteer at shelters. And we had recently adopted a dog here in Los Angeles from a shelter, and her name was Dublin. We named her Dublin. And there is a town in Georgia named Dublin, and that's all it took. I went there and I said, I can't look away. I need to do something. So my mission is to inspire other people like me, other families to volunteer in any way that you possibly can, because there is a real homeless dog crisis in our country right now. And it's in every state. It's not just here or, New York. But New York rescue organizations are doing so much incredible work to help dogs in the South, on the East Coast, actually anywhere, even in the Midwest. So there's something for all of us to do. We can all do something to make it better.
And I have to say that you walk the walk, talk the talk, because you have 6 children, if I counted correctly and stalked you correctly. And by 6 children, I mean 1 human and 5 non-human children.
Canines, yes.
There you go.
That is correct.
Wait, I'm counting 6 over there. No, wait, you have 6 dogs now?
So the little black one that's in my lap, he passed last year. Okay. He was a 16-year-old pug. Aww. And he lived out his full life. He was a wonderful little guy. And we have the 5 pitty mixes that are all either shelter or rescue dogs that we acquired along the journey as well. Because how can I not? I mean, I've been on this journey for almost 7 years, and we just wrapped up the last episode. I did a total of 16 episodes. Each is about 22 minutes long. And it's been self-funded. So, I'm hoping to get it out there. And that's the most important part, is that we need people to see the stories and the coverage that we put together, because I think everyone will find that they can be a part of the canine condition in a positive way.
Of course. And like I said, you're walking the walk, talking the talk. If you need me to stalk people for you, give me names. I'll track them down for you.
I will. You're good.
I got you, Miss Jacqueline. Okay, so we appreciate the work you're doing. Everyone at home, the Canine Condition, a documentary series premieres January 29th. To watch, visit www.thecaninecondition.com. And of course, you cannot forget that Criminal Minds Evolution is streaming now on Paramount Plus. Thank you so much. Give me names.
Thank you for having me.
I will track them down.
Oh, yeah, I will.
All right, I got you.